make me. My baked tea. Ain't no pardons in the garden if you snake me.
All right, we back. Hey y'all, hey. So this video, I just want to come on here and be brief again before I get back to doing what I need to be doing. So we just having a little wind down, and yeah, as I just share a few things. But y'all, let me tell y'all, I was having the hardest time at work, and you know, when it comes to females, I'm used to the competition and stuff, or people feeling like I am their competition when really they're competing against themselves, because I don't do anything to compete. I just simply be the person who God called me to be, which is Jasmine J. Ivory. But others don't see it that way, right? It's a competitive thing, competitive nature. So it is what it is. So I'm used to the foolishness when it comes to female. I'm used to it. Outside of my elementary friends, outside of my middle school friends, outside of my high school friends, outside of those collective of females, those young ladies, those girlies, right? Outside of them, I'm used to the foolishness with females. But I've never, ever really had a problem with males at all. From black, white, Spanish, never. I've always been a guy's girl because of the foolishness I've dealt with females, right? But at work, you guys, there's this one guy. We're both English teachers. We both teach the same grade level. And I don't know what it is about my aura, how I carry myself. People look at me like, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to be very cautious with the words that I use because I'm not conceited at all. Very far from it. I know that. People who know me know that. The most humble, down-to-earth human being you can probably ever meet. You will look at me and be like, oh, she's so girly, she's so classy, she's so this and elegant. But in the depth of this, I am all of those things, but I'm really just your everyday chick. I'm like the girl next door, I guess you'll say. Just chill. I be chilling, right? And so, but I guess people don't see that when they see me. And again, they go instantly into competitive mode. Oh, this is my competitor, right? So even at my last school, let me start that. My last school that I was at is one of the main reasons why I left, because there was no teamwork. Like, you have a team lead who's supposed to help you, especially if you're a newcomer. I never received help from my team lead. It's like she helped everybody around me intentionally and completely disregarded me. And they say, don't take stuff personal, take stuff personal. And I like to think that I have actually grown in that area, in that department. I try my hardest not to take a lot of things personal. And I've done the work to truly allow a lot of things to roll off my back. But some things, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, looks like a duck, it's what, you guys? It's a duck. So some things just are what they are, and some things just are what they look like. They are, right? So that was the case at my old school. Lady didn't want to help me, especially when she saw that my data started cutting close to hers as far as the growth of our students. And I'm new. I'm a first year teacher, and you're experienced. You're the expertise, right? That's a threat. That's a threat. I understand. So she never really took the initiative to help me. Granted, she was going to grad school and this and that and trying to get all of this stuff done, and her doctorate following and blah, blah, all this kind of stuff she was trying to achieve in the midst of her teaching and in the midst of her also being a leader. But you knew this coming into that leadership role. You knew this, that you had all this going on before the principal even asked you. So that was voluntary. That was volunteer work. You didn't have to say, I do it, but you did. So with that comes you actually upholding yourself to that standard and helping those who need help. She never did it. I went back to visit the school recently. Well, I'm going to say recently. I went back to visit the school in August, early August. I did not stop by her classroom to see her, to speak to her, because I don't roll like that. I forgive all, but I do not forget a thing. And I'm not going to be in your face and acknowledge you when I know you didn't do right by me. Because you were absolutely wrong and absolutely out of line. So now, in 2025, I'm at a new school. I think I've already shared that with y'all enough. I'm at a new school. Love the environment. Love my principal. Very different. But now I'm dealing with the same thing. I've been dealing with the same thing since August, starting this school year. But this time, it's not with a lady. It's not with a female. It's actually with a guy. And that's why I was saying I'm typically a guy's girl, right? But this particular guy, I guess he has the mindset of a female, and he looks at me as competition. I don't know. I don't know what it is about me. Lord, why? Why me? Right? But God said, hey, I made you how I made you. Player from the Himalaya. I just made you how I made you. I'm sorry. But you are who you are, young lad. And so, yeah, this gentleman, he's a very competitive anyways. And he's made that very clear. It's very known, you know, it's no secret behind it. He's made it. He's literally said, I'm very competitive. But, you know, even our appraiser, because we have the same appraiser, she's over the entire English department for 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. So all ELA teachers, right? And so even she had to check him, and she was like, it's okay to be competitive, but be competitive by grade level. It's not you trying to outshine Miss Ivory. It's not Miss Ivory trying to outshine you. It's about teamwork, collectively shining as a department, as a 5th grade department versus 4th grade versus 3rd grade versus 2nd, 1st, kinder, and pre-K, right? And for some reason, he just refuses to grasp that concept even 4 months into the school year. He just refuses. And I'm like, at this point, okay, I just got to fend for self. It's nothing that I haven't done before. I've done it at the old school. I did it for a year straight. It's nothing new under the sun to me, right? So lately, I've just been really on my stuff and fending for myself, as I've been doing since August of 2025, really since 2024. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Little does he know. And so it is what he does his own work. I do my own work. And this sucks because you look at the other teams, the other grade levels, 4th grade, and we wonder why their stuff is always in on time. They're on it. They're leaving out of the school on time because they work together and they get their stuff done in like 30 minutes and out of that joint. Okay. But he just refuses to do that. He gets his work done in 30 minutes and he's done. He's out and I'm left to fend for myself. And it kind of does upset me with my AP, with our appraiser, because it's like, you don't put your foot down. Like, yeah, you kind of try to check him, but it's really no respect there because you don't put your foot down all the way. You allow him to leave me in here by myself, doing this work by myself. But that's okay, because guess what? God got me. And guess what? People who do wrong by God's children, granted, we are all God's children, but you're doing wrong by somebody who's actually been obedient to God. There's a difference. And people don't hear that much or talk about that much at all. They don't stress the importance of being obedient to Christ. So you don't get away with anything. Like, you know you're doing wrong. You know you don't help me. You know I come and ask you for help and you don't help me. Yet in front of our appraiser, you pretend, and you pretend very well that you're there whenever I need you. Oh, Ivory, just let me know if you need something. You know I got you. And I look at him like this every single time. As mind you, he's telling me this as he's walking out of the room, leaving for the day, while I'm still there working. So if I'm still there working, that's just common sense, like we teach our students. Common knowledge, background knowledge, prior knowledge, right? Current knowledge. What you already know, right? Apply it to text. What you already know, apply it to situations. Because it's in your face. If I'm still here and you're walking out, that's evident that I need help to speed it along quicker. What did you remove or delete from your slides that I need to delete from mine to get through my slides quicker and to get out of here because I want to go home too, right? That never happens. Never happens. He never helps me. So the audacity that he tries to carry this persona as if he does is crazy. It's blasphemous to me. So bizarre. But that's okay, because God sits high and he looks low. And every time he comes to school, this gentleman, he's always talking about something bad that has happened to him. And I just be sitting back like, I would never gloat and be happy about anybody's demise, but I'm not stupid either. And I know it's because you're doing wrong towards me. Meanwhile, I have been helpful to you. I literally have stayed after school and printed his stuff when I didn't have to. I'm getting in trouble by other APs talking about why I'm staying there late. And still in the midst of me getting in trouble, still trying to protect him. Not telling them I'm printing out both of our stuff. I just take the hit and I'm like, oh, I'm printing out my stuff. But then I go drop his stuff off in his room and then go drop my stuff off in my room. His paperwork for his students that they need. It's not my class. It's his. Because I am being obedient unto God. It's not me. You think me personally to get a lick back? I would want to get my lick back. I don't care if your stuff printed out or not. It's my obedience unto God that I do the things that I do, even for people that don't deserve it. That I operate the way that I operate. Ooh, Lord, thank you again. He just told me to show grace to my mama because I be getting on my mama about why do you do this for these people? They disrespect you. They disregard you. They are very rude. They don't put you as a priority the way that you do them. Oh, I got to show grace to my mother freaking mama because I'm doing the same thing. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing. Out of what? Now I understand. It's her obedience unto God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Wow. He playing today. He on the road today. He checking me in so many ways today. Ooh. Ooh. Checkmate. But y'all, I'm telling you, I gotta show grace to that woman because she would tell you, she be feeling like I'm judging her. It's not that I'm judging her. I try my best not to judge because it's not my place. That's the Lord's place and the Lord's place only to judge. But I be getting on her. I be getting on her real bad. Why? Couldn't be me. But it is me. Now, the shoe is on the other foot. It is me. Because I sit up there and I do stuff for him that I know. I be looking at myself like, girl, why are you doing this? Because I'm obedient to God. It's greater than me. It's bigger than me. It's not about me. It's about being obedient to God and representing what God looks like through me. Even when others turn their backs, even when others know that they're doing wrong by you, even when others disregard you, don't help you, want to see you fail because they want the spotlight, because they need it, because they're lacking something elsewhere. Ooh, is this me talking? I don't think this is me talking again. They're lacking something elsewhere. So their confidence, their ego booster come from those around them, come from having the spotlight on them. They need that. It's a necessity for them, but it's not for me. Right? So even when those type of people do what they do towards me, I still just act in accordance under God. Wow. That's a big check. Reality check. Wow. So, yeah, he's always coming back saying like, not too long ago, I think like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, right before his birthday, he was at a birthday party, one of his relatives, his cousins, and he got jumped. You get away with nothing when you are doing little things to the children of the Lord who are in obedience to him. He came back to work. He was bandaged all up. And I looked at it, but I didn't know what it was for. I don't really ask too many questions when it comes to people in their personal life and private life. If they don't just voluntarily share with me. I don't ask. I don't try to pry unless I'm just close to you, right? And I feel like I have that pathway to ask those questions. But me and him, I know our relationship is, I don't have a problem with him. He has a problem with me. And for that, I protect myself from him, right? So he don't know much about me. I don't know much about him. I could honestly care less, to be truthful and honest. But the only reason why I found out he got jumped was because we had to meet in my room to do work. And we were waiting for our appraiser to get there, to arrive there. She was taking her time. So we were just in there talking or whatever. But it wasn't just me and him in there. It was somebody else, a mutual person that we are both cool with. She was in there. And he was telling the story to her as I was decorating my board and stuff. Because I'm like, she ain't in here. I'm about to decorate and do other stuff that needs to be done. So I was in there doing that as we waited for her. And then as I was doing that, I heard them talking, and then he eventually was like, oh, yeah, we're in here talking about how I got jumped. I didn't even ask. He just told me. Oh, yeah, we in here talking about how I got jumped. And I was like, you got jumped? How? Why? Now, it wasn't a surprise to me because I know how you act towards me. So I can only imagine on the outside how people feel about you. Right? And I'm like, wow, poor guy. That's a shame. But I'm not surprised because you can't do wrong by good people and think you're going to get away with it. And the fact that you shared that information with me voluntarily, I didn't even ask. I didn't even look his way in attempt to look like I wanted to ask because I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't. But it's not my business. I don't know you. You don't like me is what I kind of know based on your behavior towards me, your actions, right? So therefore, your business is not my business. It stays over there with you. Just to get that out there, be careful who y'all choose to play with and do wrong because you get away with nothing, especially when you playing with those who honor and are in obedience unto the Lord. There's another person at work. She is a female. No surprise there. No surprise there. It's a few of them. A few of them I can feel their energy. Like they socialize with me, but they don't really like me like that because of however they perceive me, you know. But whatever it is, what it is. I can't control that. I can control that. Feel how y'all feel, boo. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to speak. I know they probably be like, why she talk to us? We don't really be caring about what she got to say. We don't rock with her like that. We socialize with her when we feel like it. But we're good if she's not, you know, part of our collective and our group and our clique. Mind you, they're in their 20s, so I don't really care. Like, if I'm invited places, I'll show up. Even then, I still show up, like, because I don't have any type of ill will or ill feelings towards any of y'all. That's y'all personal problem. So why am I going to stop myself from going out and having a good time because of y'all's personal feelings? That's probably not even valid, I'm sure. But it is what it is. Like, I can't control that. I will say I have mastered. I cannot control how people feel about me. I used to let it get to me. I used to literally cry and be like, why, Lord? I don't get it. I'm just a decent person. I don't know. You know, I used to literally cry in my bed. But baby, I'm 35. My auntie told me this years ago. She said, Jazz, one day, she calls me Mina. So I ain't gonna even say Jazz. I was trying to avoid saying what she called me. But she's like, Mina, one day you're gonna wake up. You're not gonna give a S-H-I-T. Those are her words verbatim. I don't give a... That's gonna be your new response. And I think I have reached that age. I think I have reached that point of time in my life to where I'm like, I don't give a And I'm like, oop, there's that light bulb again. Now I see what she was talking about. I don't give a zing. Okay. How people feel towards me. Because I know I personally didn't do anything to you for you to feel that way. So it's only got to be because of jealousy for whatever reason. It's only got to be based on your own personal perception. You don't even really know me like that. So it's how you perceive me, not really who I am. All right? So So I don't care. So, it's some girls, I'm used to it. Whatever, I don't care at this point. It used to bother me, but now I'm like, I don't give a CK. Just to let y'all know. Just to let you know, baby. But anyways, but yeah, so it's a few of them, but this one in particular, she's also in our grade, 5th grade, part of our group, right? Our hallway. And I love to compliment people, but I'm not going to compliment you if I don't mean it. So I will compliment her. I wear this lip gloss. It's like a nude lip gloss. I noticed, and I outline my lips all the time with brown. And I noticed she has started doing the same thing. I'm not going to call nobody out. I don't care. Like, I'm honored. I'm flattered, right? And plus, I don't really look at things in the way that, oh, she's trying to be like me. But if I do notice certain things that I do, that now you are starting to do, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not going to make it known that I notice it, but I'll be like, oh, girl, I like your lip combo today. Like, I'm a complimenter. So I liked her lip combo because it mimics mine. I always wear that combo. The nude with the brown. Or sometimes I'll switch it up. I even got it right here in between videos. Straight from the beauty supply, okay? I'll switch it up with my pink. I love pink. Pink is my favorite color, and it just looks so good on my lips. I got it on right now. But because I've been talking, it's kind of like smearing a little bit. So I kept it right here, you guys, to put on in between videos. So lately I've been wearing my brown with my pink. But if I get tired of putting this on, which I never will, I'll put on my nude. I love my nude and my pink the same. Like, it just, my lips, they just, those two colors, they just do something to my lips. I love it. But, so I noticed she had started wearing the nude with the brown combo. She's not a makeup person. She don't really do that. But I noticed she had started doing it. So I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You better show out. Like, and I meant it, like I said, because it reminded me of a combo, right? So I compliment her. She's like, thank you. You think this person ever compliments me? They can know that they are doing exactly what I do. You think they want you to know that? Like, you think she wants me to know that she looks up to me or whatever the case may be? No, people don't want you to know that. And they also don't want to boost your self-esteem more than they think your self-esteem is already boosted. So she don't ever compliment me, but I complimented her. Now I have since stopped. Like, I'm not about to go out my way. I never was going out my way, let's be clear. But I'm definitely not about to keep giving my authentic self and being kind and nice to people who are not appreciating it. People who don't reciprocate. People who are not reciprocal, right? So you're not complimenting me, I'm going to stop complimenting you. Like, it is what it is, right? Even though I can be very genuine about my compliments, I'm going to stop. Because no, why am I doing that? Why? I'm kind, but I also know when to cut it off. No, you have to earn certain things. You have to be deserving of certain things. And I'm just at that point, like I said, I don't really care anymore. If you're not deserving in my eyes, then I'm going to stop. I cut stuff off. Simple, easy, like ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. It's not rocket science. But yeah, so even her, she just never compliments. She always has something smart to say. Just the stuff that come out her mouth. If you listen to people good enough, they'll tell you how they feel about you. If you listen good enough. Now, don't be going out here, y'all, talking about something. Let me see what she's saying. Let me really listen. Yeah, don't be doing that. Be natural with it, because it'll come to you naturally if you just got to pay attention. And you don't got to be all trying to look out for it. It's there in your face. But be cool and just listen. People will tell you how they feel about you and how they want you to feel about yourself as well. So she said little slick stuff that I'll be like, be what? Girl, the old me would have I would have forgot my reflex and like my brothers taught me to do. So be glad that Christ is on my side and yours too. Because of that, okay? Like, just chill. Because people be very disrespectful. They do be trying to play with you. They do be trying to play with you. But she ain't even worried. Peony, bruh. Bye. Skedaddle. But, and some things you just got to know it's not even worth it. Like, baby, you ain't even worth it, boo. Sweetheart. Like the little boy on Instagram. Sweetheart. It ain't even worth it. But yeah, so I was asked to be a judge. So there's a coach and then there's like a co-coach for the cheerleading and dance team. The co-coach asked me if I would be a judge, and I told her no, because I'm like, in my head, I didn't share this with her, but in my head, I'm like, if the main coach don't ask me to judge, then I'm not going to, because she needs to rid herself of her pride to come ask me herself. And that's something I know she didn't want to do. So here I am at the end of the day. I'm cleaning up my room. I'm getting my stuff ready to head out. And guess who comes walking up in my classroom? Guess who God made lose their pride and had to come ask me herself, not the co-coach, but the man coach, hurt her little pride. I know it hurt her little heart to come and ask me to be a judge to help them pick and select their cheerleaders. Because one, she didn't want me being the judge because she felt like the girls, they love me. Which is crazy because they love her too. But they really be Miss Ivory. For some reason, they think that they just looked at me and asked me if I was the coach. And I was like, no, it's her. And this is the co-coach. And it's like, oh, we thought you were going to do it. Again, because of how I look, how I interact with them, my energy, how I come off. I'm very energetic and engaging with the children, right? So they just assumed that I was going to be the cheer coach. And plus, I told them, I did share with them that I used to cheer. So they just assumed that I was going to be the cheer coach. No. I deal with y'all long enough from 7:30 to 3:45. No. But anyways, y'all. So yeah, so no, I'm like, so I guess she probably felt a way about that. And even now, y'all, baby, you done got the uniforms for them. You done did everything for them. You done got the bowls. You done had the tryouts. You done did everything. And for some reason, I can tell she still feels threatened. Like when they walk past me in the hallway and I'm talking to them and they're supposed to be going to her room to get something or whatever, she would literally make it a priority to come out of her room and yell at them. Y'all are supposed to be in my room with me. I just be laughing. I'll turn my back and I'll start laughing. I'll be just like this. This girl crazy. This girl loco, 4 locos, okay? And you know about the 4 locos. That's her. Like, she didn't have 4 of them things. Like, I just be laughing like she crazy. Because how you go out your way to come out your classroom to yell at them and then emphasize the fact that they're supposed to be with you as if you're mad that they're talking to me? This is crazy. This is nonsense. What are we, 1st grade? Because I thought we were adults. I thought we were teachers trying to educate the kids on not doing the very thing that you are doing right now. Amongst other things. Make it make sense. Because it ain't making nothing. It ain't even making the penny. Okay? But y'all, like, so all this commotion, she had to come and ask me to be the judge. So I went down there. Ooh, it's a whole nother other story about this, but I'm just going to make it brief because I'm already at 29 minutes. Y'all. So first of all, real quick, no, I am going to add that in here because that did upset me because first of all, she was too prideful to ask me to be a judge. But then you ain't have enough pride to come and ask me for my hot chips that I keep in there for my kids. Talking about you need those same chips. Can I sell you $2 or $4 for some chips so I can put them inside of the judge's thank you packages? Because she made some little things. Oh, matter of fact, because she had to ask me to be a judge. Honest to God's truth, y'all, I did not have this right here for propaganda. This has been sitting on my table for a month. I kid you not. But the Lord is, I'm telling you, working today. Live, love, cheer. This was the package. Y'all, this thing been sitting on my table for a month in my house. I haven't even eaten the candy that's been in here. Y'all, I forgot all about it. This is the, I have to cut out the name. Make sure it's nothing that'll say the name in here of our school. This is the thank you letter that she put in there. So this was the package, right? There's a little cheer pen. Oh my gosh, the Lord is working, y'all. I promise to God. Like, I'm sorry, Jesus, for using that name. Trinity, I am sorry. But I gotta let these people know that I'm not lying. I ain't playing. Y'all, I forgot this was in here. Let me take this out so I can see it every day. It needs to be eaten. That's crazy. It's been there for a month. Is that bad? Snickers don't ever get bad. All right, but y'all, so she asked me for my chips. Didn't ask me to judge. Too prideful to do that. But she didn't mind coming to ask me for my chips that I keep in my classroom to reward my students who make 80s and above, right, on their little quizzes and stuff after each curriculum per day. So she came there, asked me for some chips to put in here. But because of the fact that she didn't anticipate me being a judge, she thought she could be slick. So she took my chips. When I went down there to be a judge, why my chips wasn't in my bags? Why the chips were not in the bags? They were in her room for her to eat. She had to fill the bags with some popcorns. I said, well, this is not my chips that she came and asked me for. And then as wrong as she do by me, what she say? Can I sell you this money? What my stupid self say, being obedient to God? Girl, don't worry about selling me the money. I do not like being obedient. I swear to goodness. Why can't I just yield to my flesh, Lord? See, then people want to think you weak. No, it ain't weak. It's because I'm being freaking obedient all the doggone time. The girl didn't even have my chips, y'all, in the bag. She done kept them for herself. And I called her out on it. I surely did. I said, it was only one bag that had the hot chips. It had the hot Funyuns. And the girl was like, one of the other judges, she was like, are these hot Funyuns? Give me this bag. This is my bag. And I'm in my head, I'm like, that's funny as your bag, because that's my bag of chips. But I'm trying to figure out what the rest of them at. I said, no worries, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her after we finish judging. But let's be professional right now. And I surely did tell her, girl, where the rest of my chips at? Because again, I'm kind, but I ain't no fool. You ain't going to play with me like that. And she said, oh, they in my cabinet in my room. Yeah, I bet they are, because they were for you. But because you know you do wrong by me, you couldn't come out up front and ask me for the chips for yourself. So you lied and talking about you was going to put them in a cheer bag for the doggone guest judges. But guess what? You had to swallow your pride and come ask me to be a judge at the last minute. And guess who noticed her chips wasn't in there? So you tried to be sneaky for one. My chips wasn't in here for two. And then 3, you couldn't stand the fact that y'all were telling the cheerleaders, oh, can y'all do a toe touch? Oh, can y'all do a kick? Oh, can y'all do a split? But nobody was exhibiting how to do those things. They was just asking them can you do it? Now, yeah, common sense, you should know what a kick and what this is, right? But everybody don't know that, especially because we're predominantly Spanish school. They not black like us. They probably really don't know what a toe touch or a kick is. This is probably their first time ever cheering or dancing in their life. They are only in the 5th grade. So it was 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders who tried out. So they probably don't know what it is. So one of the other ladies, the co-coach, she did splits and she did them in different ways, the ways that she was suggesting that they do it. So she showed how to do it. Nobody ever showed how to do the kick. Again, I'm not the coach, so I try to stay in my lane. I was barely asked to come and judge by the main coach. Let me specify, because the co-coach, she aight. But her, nah, not so much. So I went up there, y'all, and I did the little kick to show them how to do it. And then after that, they were like, oh, yeah. And so they all started doing it. Why this lady couldn't stand that, y'all? The main coach, she couldn't stand it. So what she do? Jesus, I'm sorry. It just amazes me how God is like, stop playing with my child. Y'all keep trying to play with my child, but I'm going to play back on her behalf because she's been obedient to me. Y'all, I kid y'all not. Jesus, stop me from laughing. It's not right. Yeah, and I only had one sip of this. After I turned off my first video, y'all only had one sip of this. And by a sip, I mean like a sip of a mustard seed. I ain't even getting nothing to my sister. This is just me all day, every day. You can ask anybody from elementary school and middle school, baby. I laugh all day, every day. They literally wrote in my yearbook, please stop laughing so much. Like, I'm silly. Like, I love to have fun. I love to laugh, but you got to give me something to laugh about. And this is right here is funny. So, y'all, she tried to... Stop, girl. Okay, she tried to get up there. She couldn't stand the fact that I showed them how to do it, which is something she should have did all along from the beginning herself as the main coach. And so she gets up there and she tries to show them how to do it. Y'all, why this girl fell and hit her head. That's why I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny. But she literally, y'all, I can't even describe how hard this girl hit her head. Like, I really was... I'm sorry. Stop. Tame it, Jazz. Tame it. The way she hit her head. Lord, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, Lord. You the one who did it. It's your fault that they say you have a sense of humor. But my gosh. Y'all, she tried. I'm sorry. I need to take a break. Oh, Lord, y'all. She tried to sit up there and do the kick and fell flat on her head backwards. How you do that? She fell backwards, y'all. And all you heard was doom. And everybody just said, like people was running to her like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? You should have left well enough alone. Okay? Trying that competitive spirit when the only person that's competing is you. Because I'm just being me. Show the kids what you are requesting from them so that way they can do it. You know, I was just being me and showing them. Just like the co-coach was being her and showing them. We were just being our authentic self. We were not competing with nobody. But here you go want to compete. Too much like right to just have set where you were. After I had already showed them, they had already been shown it. They had already done it. What possessed you to sit there and go try to mimic me? Yet again. It don't work out in your favor when you're doing wrong and being spiteful and ill-willed towards the obedient. I mean, that girl fell. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed about 3 days straight. Because why y'all out here playing with me? I'm no more special than you or you. But I'm just obedient to God. And I don't treat people wrong. Girl, did the girl sit up there tried to lie and say, I'm going to put those chips in the bag. She put one bag of chips in a bag, in one bag. And that's the one that Miss R got. But I got my bag. I'm excited to see my chips. And my chips said, where art thou? Not here. So you was going to treat me wrong. Really didn't want to ask me to be a judge. But then backdoor and think you was going to get one over on me by taking my chips? And got busted because you had to come ask me to be a judge anyway, out your own mouth. And lo and behold, when I was a judge, I didn't see my chips in my bag. Can y'all tell I was really upset about my chips and her lying and trying to keep them for herself? But because she know she was out of line and been treating me any kind of way and don't compliment back and do this and that, say the little slick stuff that she said out her mouth, she knew she couldn't ask me for them herself. Because how fake of her would that have been? So she tried to use an excuse to put them in here and then got busted. And I retrieved my chips, the remaining 3 bags that she did not use and didn't intend on using. Just like she didn't intend on me being a judge and busting her. You cannot do wrong by the righteous and the called and the obedient and think you're going to get away with it. So for anybody who's sitting out there wondering if people who did you wrong getting away with it, let this be your message that they're not. Stop worrying about them. Stop wondering. Stop staying up late at night talking about but, why, coulda, shoulda, whatever. I've been doing the best that I can. I've been being the best person. I've been listening to you, Lord, blah, blah, blah. Oh, baby, the Lord got your back. Got your back like chiropractic. Okay? And don't doubt it for a second. Keep being you. Don't lose your good nature. Don't lose your obedience to Christ. None of that is worth it. Okay? God will place the right people who are deserving of your love around you. I'm still waiting for my people. I'm still waiting. But I know it's coming. And at first I used to be very discouraged and very like, it'll never happen. But I'm trying to be more positive. I'm stepping into more positivity, more good things for myself and acknowledging that and speaking that into existence more than just complaining and whining and woe is me, right? So I've been there. I'm still getting out of being there. So you're not alone, okay? Just to let you know. But baby, they ain't getting away with nothing. Don't worry your pretty little head. Don't worry your handsome little head. God got it. God got it. And he be showing it to me every single time. Because I be like, y'all, when that girl failed, that was all she wrote. I was like, you need help? I'm so glad you're okay. Do you need help? It remind me of the scene on Friday. You got knocked out. God knocked her out. She been having some sense lately, I tell you that. She been having some sense lately. And guess what, y'all? Guess what the girl even been doing lately? I tell you, he really knocked some sense into her with that fall. I'm not even playing. I guess that's what he was trying to get across to her. Let me knock some sense back into you because it was clearly knocked out before this fall. Now, she be complimenting me. She do compliment me. But I'm just like, it's over with now. It's over and done with now. I don't care. Like, I never cared from the beginning whether you complimented me back or not. But my compliments just stopped. But now she been complimenting. Girl, okay, fit. Okay, hair. Okay, this. Look who woke up on the righteous side of the bed. But I still don't put nothing past her. I just see people for who they are. You showed me who you were before, so that's why I'm going to see you for who you are. It's too late to try to change my mind. Perception is everything from the gate. And you didn't do right by me, so I can't trust you. I don't, because you had no reason to, act that way. And even now, you still do little things. She still be getting on the cheerleaders when she hear them talking to me. She be getting mad. She still has that issue. Again, how old are we? So I'm just like, whatever. But yeah, y'all, that was the second message that I came in on here to say. But yeah, y'all be blessed. And don't be worried about these folks. Worry about God. Keep your eyes fixed on God. Okay? But see y'all when I see y'all. Do right out here by people. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I promise you it's not. Y'all don't be knowing who y'all be out here playing with. And God be saying, not this one right here. Not this one. Find somebody else to play with. Go find some toys. You'll be safer over there to play with. But don't play with this one. This one mine. And thank you, Jesus. Thank you that I am. And thank you that I am. But y'all, all right, y'all. Let me get up off of here. Bye.